Exotic Gaming back with some base templates for 7 days to die. These basic structures should help you start out on building a horde base very quickly that can last until the later game. First up is the bridge. This is one of the most basic horde bases you can make, and it forces the zombies to come at you in one line instead of at all directions. This makes it ideal for headshots and getting melee kills very easily. In this example, I'm using hatches as the bridge right here that I can close and maintain as the horde comes in the early game. Once it gets hard, it might be a little hard to do these without powered ones, but the basic idea is still there. This next base uses a way smaller bridge along with ladders going up to make the zombies funnel in an even smaller location that you can push them off of easily. This is good for blade traps or any sort of traps you lay below the bridge. Once again, we have a hatch, but this time I also added a small block right here to prevent zombies from hitting me as easily. And finally, we go vertical. You can build up into the sky like so, and basically have a killing quarter as the zombies attempt to get to the top of the tower. As the game gets harder, you make more checkpoints as you go up that the zombies need to break through, and you keep retreating to the top. This base will need to be reinforced more than other ones because of demolishers and the fact that you're building up, but it is very easy to kill zombies and expand upon this way. This is also my favorite base out of the three. Now those were the templates or the basic structures of those horde bases, but let's see what we can do with them in the future. Now for the first base, I added a ton of new features to it. This is just going to be an example of what you can do for these templates, but I added tons of pretty easily to get materials, traps, and electric fences and such that anyone can pretty much do. Coming up the front stairs here, we have wires slowing down zombies as you shoot them, and then finally we have 2 electric wires as well that are powered from a generator up top. Place these on the side, and we also still have our bridge. You hit zombies as they get slowed down. Through all that, you can hopefully get easy headshots. And just like before, we got a door, and right here, you go up, you gotta retreat, close that, go up to the top floor. And if they break through, you can still shoot them right here, and they can't even get to the door yet. Now you will want to reinforce these walls, just in case, but the basic stays the same. You can drop grenades right there. And that's the first base. Not too hard to build, not too hard to get to this point as well. Not a lot of materials and easy to build. Now on to the second base. What I did here is I added a lot more electric stuff to the base that you should be able to control from within the corridor that you're going to be defending. Once again, all these are pretty simple and easy to get. I used a lot more spikes than probably most people do, but I find it's more fun to see zombies running into them than me having to waste ammo on it. And once you come up here, you have wires once again and powered hatches that you can control within the corridor, like I said. As the zombies come up and start piling through this and getting slowed down, if they start overwhelming you, you just throw them down into the blade trap below and they die, and you can regulate the flow of zombies that way. Now all these traps need a foundation, so that's why I showed you that first, and then you can pretty much take advantage of it however you want. I made doors out of my hatches right here that I can open like windows, and you come up here, and then we have a lot more hatches once again. If the zombies break through, you throw these up, and they can't get over because of the bars over their head, so they have to break through again. Just any way you can slow the zombies down and get them to be stuck is the best way. And if you want, you could even stand up here the whole horde night and shoot them that way. And on to the third base. This base, I pretty much added a lot of turrets and wires and a very little electric fences to help Call the Dead. This base utilizes checkpoints like I said earlier, but I made those checkpoints even harder for zombies to get through as you're shooting at them as well. Only problem this base is going to have is probably demolishers in the late game. Now let's come to the bottom here and look at everything. We got wires, electric fence right at the front gate just to slow them down initially. Ideally you're at the top, you're not at these checkpoints, you let them do their own thing. Let's climb up here. We'll see that you can also stand here if you want, if the zombies are causing problems and not pathing correctly. It's the best way to reset pathing is to just go down and force them to come to you. This next level is where I would stand if the Horde Night started, and then you can shoot at every checkpoint from this location pretty easily as well. And if they break through here, you got the big gate and one last line of defense the zombies will be stuck at until they get over. Hopefully they fall off the sides as well. Now they can pile up and come over the gate, so bear that in mind. But your last line of defense will be up here, with the hatch at the bottom acting as the last barrier. Now, the zombies can't jump over this because of the block I placed over it, so always try to keep that in mind with hatch defenses, is place stuff over it. And that's pretty much what this base is. You can shoot zombies from up here as well, although I would stay down below. So those are the 3 bases. They all have their strengths and weaknesses. This is by far my favorite one. It's just a little harder to pull off, and it's acceptable to demolishers, so use concrete if you can. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I try to come up with a lot of 7 days to die bases and content, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.